All right, thank you for sticking through the workflow. We're going to go over prompts. I'm going to kind of speed through this section, and I encourage you basically to read through our instructional material to really get a lot of the nuances here, but I just want to drive home some of the key concepts. Writing a user prompt. On this project, remember, review the assigned skills, make sure your prompt is in that assigned skill, and please make sure your prompt is complex. You're here because you're an expert. That means write something that's advanced undergraduate or graduate level, preferably if that's aligned with the educational background. If you're not comfortable with the skill, especially skill 2, please skip and find another task that will match the skill set that you have. So you review the skill set. Now, what are the canons of a good user prompt? What we look for when reviewing the user prompt is 1, clear and not ambiguous at all. The biggest mistake we see people make, there's 2 of them. One is a chain of thought kind of like confusion. We'll talk about that later. First is clear and not ambiguous prompts. People sometimes fall into this trap because these are more easy to dupe the model in. They're more easy to stump the model because the model can't exactly get to the correct answer because the prompt is a little bit ambiguous. It can be interpreted in 2 different ways. And then someone goes, aha, model, I got you. But it's not actually helpful data. It actually hurts the customer's model when we send them this data when the prompt is ambiguous because we're going to basically give a model a prompt where 2 situations could be correct. And we're going to tell it, oh, the correct path that you went in is actually wrong because this is a very nuanced like ambiguity that we didn't actually give you all the information to deal with in the prompt. So essentially, you want to make sure that there's a unique, well-defined answer to your prompt. Second, again, we want advanced prompts, we want complex prompts, but we want you to write prompts you're confident you can assess. I would really be upset to see you write a prompt that's out of your basically subject matter expertise and then make a mistake because you couldn't catch an error. So please, if you're not comfortable with the skill, skip the task. Third, well-defined and specific prompts. We're really stressing this here. Basically, make sure that your prompt is well-defined, has all the information necessary, and has a specific answer. Your prompt must be solvable. So here it says math prompt. We just mean your prompt in general. Sorry, that's a typo. But that means it contains all the information necessary to solve it. There's no impossible or undefined scenarios. And it must have a unique correct solution. So avoid problems where there's many possible solutions depending on your interpretation of the question. Your model error has to be genuine, has to be like rooted in a reasoning or calculation error, and that's subjective. So that means if I take it to 20 people on the street and ask them, hey, read this prompt, they'll all understand the same thing, and I give them the error, and as long as they're experts in that subject matter, they're all going to unanimously agree that is indeed an error and not open for interpretation. So we basically summarize this, clear about what the response should be. You must ask the model something that another human would also be able to understand. Solvable, avoid problems that don't contain the information necessary to solve them or impossible scenarios. 1 correct solution, and that's going to be one of the multiple choices you offer. So avoid problems that have many potential answers. We want problems where the answer is well-defined and uniquely exists. And we want reasoning prompts. So knowledge questions are questions that can easily be answered or don't require deep thinking or can be easily searched online. Like, oh, explain what photosynthesis is to me or tell me what Cauchy's law of convergence is. Those aren't helpful. We want reasoning problems. So these are things that involve logical deduction, analytical thinking. It's something that the model would have to reason its way through, essentially. And we have an appendix at the bottom of our instructions doc with examples. And lastly, please remember the prompt structure. Have it in multiple choice style, specifically with A period, B period, C period, D period. Don't use variations and never reference the multiple choice questions. So don't say which of the following is correct, what is the least correct explanation, and don't say all of the above, none of the above, choose all that apply. Now we're going to go on to evaluating correctness.